Let's go over the top 5 mistakes when it comes to beard oil. And before we get started, I want to introduce myself. My name is Dancy Bearded, and if you guys enjoyed this free content, please hit a thumbs up on the YouTube video. If you're new here and you want to learn more about beards, consider subscribing, and a special shout out to those returning subscribers. Number 1 is using too much beard oil. Yes, too much of a good thing can be bad. This is going to clog your pores, which will result in beard pimples, slower growth, and bad styling. Now, unfortunately, there's no rule that fits everybody. Everybody's skin and hair is a little bit different, so it just comes down to trial and error. Always start with a little bit, and then you can add more. If after a half hour your beard feels dry and itchy, you probably need to add more. If throughout the day it's greasy still and feels wet, then you probably are using too much. Find that perfect spot for you, and I think you'll know it. Number 2 is buying cheap beard oil with horrible ingredients such as silicones and mineral oils, and this is extremely common because of a couple of reasons. Number 1, I said it's cheap, right? People like to go with the more inexpensive option. Well, in this case, it really is worth it to pay a little bit more to get quality. And then the other 2 reasons would be the ease of access. Unfortunately, in stores is where we find some of the worst products out there. And then number 3, the reason would be that it has a name. Oftentimes you'll associate like a deodorant company name or like a skincare company name. They come out with a beard oil and you're like, let me try that. And it just so happens to be terrible. Go for quality, look for natural carrier oils. Number 3 is sticking with one beard oil or one beard oil company. Now, I know there's gonna be some companies that get really mad at me for making this video and for saying this, but I'm not making this for them. I'm making this for you guys. I genuinely believe switching up your carrier oil blend, going from company to company, is very beneficial for your beard and for the skin underneath it especially. I have an entire video breaking down the science behind that. If you just want to search for beard plateau effect, my video will show up. It's just that when you get different viscosities, when you get different ingredients, you're going to start to activate these properties that you just don't get if you use the same thing over and over again. And for me, at least, when I wear a company for too long, I slowly start to realize, man, it's not styling as well. It's not looking as good. Now, of course, everybody's different. This may work for you. I'm not telling you you have to do this. I'm not telling you you're wrong. This is just my perspective and my opinion. Number 4, and these are in no particular order because this one might be the most common out of all of them, and that would be applying beard oil to a dry beard. I think almost all of us have been there, especially early on, just because you don't know what you're doing, but also it just seems like that's logically what you should do. But you really feel a difference when you apply beard oil to a damp beard for 2 main reasons. 1, it's easier to spread the product evenly throughout the beard and the skin underneath. And then number 2, when you get that water into your beard hairs are porous. So they fill with that fresh water, and then the oil locks the water in. You get a nice little boost of hydration, a nice little boost of softness, as compared to when you apply it to a dry beard. You just don't get those benefits. So get your beard damp, but not dripping when you want to apply beard oil. Number 5 is wiping off your excess beard oil after you've applied it to your beard onto a towel. Just because the name says beard oil doesn't mean that it's exclusively for your beard. It's actually amazing for all of your skin. So after I have a little bit, and you do get better, as you learn your beard and you learn how much you need, it gets less and less and less, but it's oil. You're still likely gonna have some. So when I get finished, I put it on my dry skin areas, like my elbows and like my sides. It's absolutely nourishing and wonderful. I despise lotion. So if I put anything on my skin, it's always beard oil. You guys don't waste it on a towel. Your skin can use it. Let's wrap this thing up with a conclusion here. I kept this video pretty short, or relatively short, I guess you could say, because I wanted to make it consumable by new people and people that don't follow this channel. But if you're interested in any of these topics, I'd likely have 1 or more videos dedicated to every single one. Just search Dancy Bearded and then any beard topic. I promise I got something that I can find for you. But beyond that, you guys, I know I didn't cover them all. That was only 5, and I do feel really passionate about those mistakes and helping people correct them. But what about you? Is there one where you're like, oh yeah, I made this mistake, or I notice this mistake all the time when it comes specifically to beard oil and the use of beard oil? I would love for you guys to expand this list and we can cover all those mistakes. And if you're new out there or even experienced, Read those comments. You might learn something. And then also, do you have any questions? Was there something I said that you're unsure of? You want me to clarify? I will answer every single one and respond to every comment. Thank you guys for watching today. My name is Dan C. Bearded. Welcome to this great community if you are new here. I do want to ask you guys two things. Please stay bearded and stay positive.